Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in really actually quite beautiful Seattle. It's a little chilly. What's the temp? Like it's below 50.
I don't have the gauge directly in front of me, but I will guess it's probably low 50, maybe high 40-ish.
High 40-ish,
I'm guessing looking outside.
I had to get a different coat before I left the house because it's chilly outside. And, before we went live, Benny and I were talking about Halloween decorations. What are you going to do because you're a big Halloween guy.
And I've got a surprising fact. I have no clue yet.
Really?
But I do really well under pressure. Oh, and you know that.
Yeah. So,
and as Jen laughs because it's true.
Now you have pressure.
I have 2 weeks.
See, I'm pretty easy. I got these cute pumpkins that blow up. I just plug it in, put it on the front yard, put some other real pumpkins.
Oh, you're talking about your house. I thought you were talking about my costume.
Well, that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't quite move it in that direction, but I mean that too.
Okay.
And you're not going to tell me what your costume is.
I know. I don't tell anybody.
You can't.
Nope.
So
that's my thing.
Yeah, it has to be a surprise.
Well,
right?
I want to crush everybody. I want to win.
And you do usually.
When we have a competition.
I mean, are you guys going to have, you're not going to have one this year again?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't know. That hasn't really been announced.
But there are more people in the building because Jen and I got into the elevator to go down. Well, we actually went up and down a couple times because we got into an elevator going down to the garage, and then we always park out by the lobby.
Sure.
Right. And there were people in the elevator. It was because for over a year now, nobody's been in this building.
It's 2 or less.
Yeah. No, we've never seen anyone.
Oh, literally?
Literally. We saw one person
literally.
once, but we are the only ones who've been in the elevator for over a year.
Yeah.
And so we were wearing our masks because we're not employees, so we have to wear a mask even though we're vaccinated. And so we're like, and they're not wearing their mask. We're like, okay, well, we are vaccinated.
Was there that stall out for a minute?
I think we're vaccinated too. It's fine.
See, that's when the verbiage and communication starts coming out. I was like, we are. Okay, good.
Because you can't do 6 feet apart in an elever with 4 people.
I don't even think there's such thing as 6 feet in an elevator. Like,
it's
that's
like
the
impossible.
maximum right there.
Yeah. So, long story short, I was showing you a picture of my daughter's neighbor's yard. They has this huge, scary alien skeleton.
It's that thing's 10 feet maybe?
At least on their front yard. I mean, I was terrified. But you know what I'm going to do because I haven't seen it in real life. Charles and I are going to go walk that neighborhood and go check out that scary
Charles
house.
is probably going to be like,
You are so cute. How do you know that about dogs?
Because I just recently saw this video from a YouTube clip or whatever, and it was this golden lab that was literally not moving.
Yeah.
And the mom or the owner panned back and forth between this giant inflatable cat on the lawn, like with a scary face, and the dog's like, I am not. And she was laughing, of course, because the dog wasn't figuring it out. And she was like, come on, just a little further. He's like,
yeah,
I am not
Charles
I'm not budging.
I was walking in my neighborhood sometime this week, and there's this black thing hanging from the tree, like a scary thing. Charles just starts barking at it. He wanted to attack it. I thought it was adorable, but I had to turn around. I couldn't finish the walk in that part of the neighborhood. He was just, he's such a good guard dog.
That's good. It's just another pair of eyes to look out for you.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
It is.
So we are starting to now promote my first ever class. So not a summit. I've done a couple summits recently on the Shift Network, and we've been doing some things like the Facebook Live, which you can go to Shift Network's Facebook page or ours, and I think it's on ours. Yes, it is. Jen is giving me yes, it is. And watch this half an hour interview I had with Carrie, and I did a little exercise. And we answered some people's questions. It's really fun. But now I just letting everyone know I'm going to be doing a 7-week course on the Shift Network. And the title of the course is Expand Your Consciousness and Ignite Multisensory Well-Being with Medical Intuition. So we're really going to focus on getting out of your head, which is no matter what you want to do psychically, you have to get out of your head. You got to figure out how to get in your real emotional body. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to spend a lot of time in the body learning how to read your energy, learning how to identify disease or problems or issues in your body or somebody else's. So you can go to energyintuitive.com, click the industry events page. That's where we put all the classes that I teach that are not mine necessarily. I mean, it's my information, but I'm not producing it, without another organization. So just go there and then you can click on it and sign up for the class.
Perfect. In 7 weeks.
7 weeks. And the price is amazing. And the Shift Network is very lovely. It's like $297.
I feel like it's a solid deal.
It's a great deal. Yeah.
Coolio.
Yeah.
We have some people online already commenting about our Halloween.
Really?
It's Alicia McGuire. Yes, we agree with you. Dogs should be, and owners should be aware of that Halloween can be scary.
I know.
So don't treat it as a joke. I didn't mean that. I was explaining, just saying. I would never do that. I will walk around.
Yeah, I turned around.
Cat.
Yeah, I turned around. But I laughed first. I was like, oh my gosh, she's scared of that black thing. I didn't even notice it. I was oblivious to.
But that's good. That's that protection.
So I was going to take Charles trick-or-treating with the kids and I because we're going to do our very first trick-or-treating with grandkids because Camilla would never go. She wanted to go last year, but it was a pandemic, so she couldn't go.
Yeah.
So we're finally going to go this year, and I was going to take Charles, but now maybe I won't. He might get terrified with everything, all the kids, and I'm going to have to see what he thinks. We'll see.
Perfect. All right, make it work. All right, 877-825-8828 is the number for the call-in show day today.
Yes.
They are full already, people.
That's great. We love that.
So we'll keep them going as quickly as we can. We'll start things off with Gail calling in from Redmond area.
Ooh,
Hi,
Gail. Local.
What's up, Gail?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
Yeah, just if you can read my energy, that would be great.
Okay. Well, do you have a specific question or concern?
My goodness. Just big question what to do with my life in terms of work and move to a different country. And
But here, you are going to move to a different country or you're curious about that? Yeah. Here's what I think, Gail. I think you first, because wherever you move, the same situation is going to follow you. You have to change your energy. And you get frustrated. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you get really frustrated and annoyed. I actually like that kind of energy, honestly. I would rather have someone get frustrated rather than do nothing, But frustration without taking inspired action is going to be draining. So how much meditation do you do?
How much what?
Meditation do you do?
I need to, and I don't know which meditation to do. I don't know. It's not working for me, but I know I need to do meditation.
You do, because you have to learn to quiet your mind. So here's the meditation I do. And there's so many different forms of meditating. Walking your dog, if you can be present, is a wonderful form of meditation. Playing with my grandkids is a form of meditation because I'm out of my head. I'm just dancing and laughing and playing.
It's a good example because that's what the whole ultimate thing you want to do is to remove yourself.
Right. So it doesn't have to be sitting down and, for 20
traditionally,
minutes.
like what everyone's been hearing. Yeah.
But my favorite, if you're going to choose that, I will put it on my phone. I'll go to YouTube. I'll get some white noise and I just turn it on and close my eyes. And for like 15 minutes, I recommend don't meditate beyond 15 minutes, especially if that's not one of your favorite things to do. And when you're meditating, what you're looking for are just moments of peak time where you feel that expansion, where you're not being critical. You're just in this beautiful free space of deliciousness, and you only need moments of it. You don't need 15 minutes. I mean, that would be ideal, but just moments can transform your energy, and that's what you need to start doing because you're not going to figure out what's next. And I don't think moving to another country is going to help you until you figure out how to get out of your head and start to hear and feel and experience the divine connecting with you and guiding you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So will you do it?
I will.
Okay. All right. Okay, good. But your energy looks great. You just have a tiny leak in the second, which almost everyone does these days because people are annoyed about little things. Like I got in my car this morning, Jen and I, to drive to the studio. I have like 10 masks, on my little blinker thing. I'm like, I need to throw some away. I need to wash some. I'm like, oh, it's just another kind of a little annoying thing. So, but your energy looks great.
Okay, great. So just meditation, noise.
Please.
Noise.
Please. Yeah. Every day.
Every day. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks, Gail, for joining us from the Redmond area. 877-825-8828 is the number. Let's take Carla calling in from Indiana. Hey, Carla.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Carla. How are you?
Yeah.
I am fabulous. I just recently discovered you through the Shift Network, and I'm signed up for your medical intuition course. And it's just for it to start.
And Carla, when the class is over, or unless you get, great insight when you're in the class, I want you to let me know how it's going. And did you like it? Are you enjoying it? So make sure you let me know, okay?
I definitely will.
Great.
My question, I would like a basic energy reading.
Yeah.
But also do I have anything I really need to work on to clear the way for this class to be beneficial?
Great question. Well, I'm drawing out your energy right now. I'm a little slow today, and I usually draw very fast, but today I'm just a little slow. You do have a leak in your root, which is interesting, and your root is enlarged, which we will be talking about in the class. But I'm first going to point out something that I think is really interesting. The front of your third eye is gorgeous. And that's part of the reason why I had to draw more slowly. I'm going to just show it to the cameras. It's hard to see.
Yeah, you just need less light. There you go.
Is that good?
Yep.
So all those little grid lines, and I know you aren't probably on YouTube right now looking, but all these little grid lines. Yes?
Yes, I see that.
Oh, okay. All those beautiful grid lines are indicators of your intuition. You have beautiful intuition. You probably know that you have intuition, because that's how I felt, right, when I was drawing it out. Like, she knows, because there's some people, you do. There's some people I read their energy and I know they don't know, like our last caller. She doesn't know that she has that awareness, but she's ready to get to know that. So you have beautiful, stunning intuition, which is great. Good reason for you to take that course so that you can learn how to activate it, how to get connected to it.
Yes.
But it's your root chakra that could be potentially tripping everything up because it's enlarged. So when I look at the first chakra, and here's that picture again, this is so fun. Now that Benny has the screen up, I can actually see what I'm doing and lift my head up so I'm not just looking down at the paper. It's really
Because she
nice.
Couldn't just look at herself. See what
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
kidding.
true. I am an Aries. We are slightly self-absorbed, just a little bit. But if you can see the root chakra, I would prefer that the cone ends right around mid-thigh. Let me find another place.
Okay.
So, but yours goes beyond your feet, right? So it's really elongated, and it has a massive leak. So when the first chakra, and massive means it's big. When the first chakra is elongated or large, it means fear, repressed fear. And so that fear is probably not just from this lifetime, but from previous lifetimes. And that's not really good for, that can hold back your intuition, right? Because intuition isn't really fearful. It's not a real fearful thing, although some people might think it is, but it's really, really, really not fearful. And then you have a leak. Have you had a recent loss in your life?
Oh, numerous.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So the leak that's happening, that makes sense. You might be grieving, and it doesn't even have to be a death, but obviously that must be part of it too, because you said numerous, right? So
yes,
right. So you've got a lot. So that's okay. When I see a leak when people are grieving, that's perfectly fine. For me, like I don't consider that a problem, if that makes sense. Okay. So what I want you to start doing is resting in the lower half of your body. Just putting your hands on your abdomen or whatnot, and just start telling yourself silently or out loud, what if I'm safe? What if I'm completely, perfectly safe? Or you could even just repeat, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. Maybe do this 3 or 4 times a day, just so we can get that vortex get a little bit shorter and not let it be so big. Okay?
Okay. That's perfect.
Great. Thank you. And I'll see you in class in a few weeks. Thank you so much for signing up.
Excited.
I'm thrilled. Me too.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Carla, for joining us from Indiana, by the way. And also, I know when you do the paper thing, we're still adjusting and working on
That's what I thought. I'm so
put the
sorry.
paper up to the camera, though, and kind of bring it out a little bit. Maybe we can
get the camera to
autofocus.
There you go. Good job.
We're back.
Well, we can just turn down our light.
I don't have camera people in the studio. I need them.
Well,
you hear that?
We can turn down our light. That'll probably work, right?
That's something else for us to do in here.
Yeah, okay. I think it's hopefully going to get better.
I think we'll try it out.
All right.
877-825-8828. And we will take, let's go with, where are we at? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Lisa from Brooklyn.
Ooh,
hi, Lisa.
New York. I love it. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. Thanks, Marie. How are you?
Oh, lovely. Thank you. What can I do for you?
Well, I am having some health issues that I've had for a while now, and I've been just trying to figure out what is happening, and I have some suspicions. I've been really trying to listen, but I am stumped. I think it could be environmental, something in my apartment, but just feeling terrible for months now. So I just wanted to see what you thought and if you had any insight on it.
Well, I'm still just drawing. Again, I'm drawing slow today. I don't know why. It's so funny that my hand is usually so fast when I draw out energy because I don't want my mind to get involved, but it's just really slow today. The only place you have a leak is in the, do you want me to do that paper again, Benny?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
it's because we have a darker day outside and we have these windows and it's offsetting.
Maybe I'll just hold the paper right here and we'll see if it kind of does
I love
its thing.
I love your playing along with this, Lisa. Sorry about that. We're doing a lot of live TV while we're doing it. So.
Yeah. You know, the funny thing is when I used to come in the studio, they never had a camera. Then they got 4 cameras. You know, then I had to start wearing mascara. You know, because
it was the Christmas present to me.
Yeah,
so to speak.
So honestly, I don't see an issue. There's only one tiny thing going on, and that is at the tip of your root chakra. You have, crown, excuse me, at the tip of your crown chakra, you have little sparks at the very tip of your crown, which is an indicator of neurological things. So are your symptoms somewhat neurological, like pain, fatigue?
Yeah.
Is the pain like nerve pain or headache pain?
It's fatigue, it's headaches, it's joint pain.
Interesting. How old are you?
I'm 42.
Right. Okay. Were your well, you're still having your menses. I'm assuming you still are because you're young. Were your menses normal and regular? Have they always been good or have they been problematic?
They've been, for the most part, normal and, painful, but for the most part normal. And painful. I had seen my doctor. We've been doing, every test under the sun.
Great. So do you live in an apartment in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Because one of the things I have had several clients who had issues in New York with like mold and things like that. Maybe because the buildings are old, we have it in the Northwest because it rains all the time, but we really watch out for it. Like we're all of us, we really monitor our homes because we're so used to it, right? And we don't get when we do now for a few weeks or a month, but we don't get super hot weather to dry out our homes. Like we just don't. So we're always on the lookout for mold. So ask your naturopath if they can test you for mold or if there's something that you can use to test in your apartment to check for mold.
Yeah, that's actually, I did test and it's positive. It was mold and I've been trying to work on it. And
no, I think you need to move. You have to move. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I was afraid
because
of.
I don't see like the landlord getting on it really quick. It's not like the Northwest where we go, there's mold. We go, everybody here freaks out, literally. Because, and also our buildings aren't as old as they are in New York. I live close to this really cute neighborhood in Kirkland on Market Street, and it used to have tons of track houses in it. They used to do lumber in that area and then move the wood from what's now a marina and move it to Seattle, I guess. So, but they destroy, what they do is they just go and destroy those little houses that are probably full of mold, and then they build huge, nice modern ones. But I think you have to move. So I think your awareness is accurate. I really do.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for catching it, and you have to move.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Not treat it.
Well, it's not your place, right? Right? Like you don't own it,
not.
Right? So I don't think you can trust your landlord. And I'm sorry to say that. It's not like I dislike your landlord, but I just think your landlord's like, whatever.
Yeah.
And you might even have to get rid of some of your furniture.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but I really, I would love for you to move.
Okay.
So start looking. I'm sorry, but rent is better in the New York area now, right? Because so many people moved out of New York, or at least they did for a while, and they even moved.
They did for a while.
Okay, they're coming back. Okay, but
they're coming back.
I'm so sorry, and try to find something newer if you can, because the probability of mold in a newer place is going to be less, unless of course it wasn't built very well.
Right.
I'm so sorry, but please move.
Okay, thank you, Marie.
You're welcome.
You.
Okay, okay, and keep me posted.
Okay.
All right, have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa, for joining us from the Brooklyn area. 877-825-8828 is the number for the show.
The paper
I think we're okay. I think
Really?
it's just, because we're dealing with the outside. No, it's
Oh.
auto-adjusting for
It's
the
fine.
outside.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's
what
not.
it's doing. It's fine. It's no
So
big
we might
deal.
have to make some adjustments to the break,
Okay.
which is right now, unfortunately.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. All right. We'll take a break.
More from Marie and the Marie Manuchehri Show coming up next after the news. No news, just a break.
Okay.
I'll get it.
Hello, this is Marie. I am thrilled and delighted to announce that I will be teaching a 7-week course with the Shift Network. This course is called Expand Your Consciousness and Ignite Multisensory Well-Being with Medical Intuition. I am so delighted to be supported by such an amazing network to make sure that all of the students receive exactly what they need in all the various ways that will help them to evolve and to expand into this medical awareness consciousness. It will help your senses and your medical intuitive skills with guided journey through the layers of your auric field. How much fun will that be? That will unlock the incredible power of your emotions to spark accelerated manifestations and healing, and immediately change the momentum of your life. How is your frequency anyway? How you answer this question will not only determine how quickly you can manifest your intentions, but how fast and effectively you're able to heal and help others heal too. This and many more questions will be answered during this 7-week, wonderful, incredible course on the Shift Network. If you want to sign up for this class, please go to energyintuitive.com and click the industry event page and sign up. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to work with all of you. And I'm delighted and so excited for you to access your authentic emotional response system and receive higher heart insights that repattern your energy and reshape your life. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Lenore with your health tip of the day from the African American Wellness Project. Prostate cancer is the most common cancer for men. African American men are more at risk. That's primarily because it's often diagnosed when it's more advanced. The good news is that diagnosed early, most prostate cancer can be treated effectively. If you're a man over 50 or have a family history of prostate cancer, talk to your doctor today about a test. For more information, visit aawellnessproject.org.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri, and I'm thrilled to offer once again my psychic coaching program. Starting this winter, January 10th through April 4th, for 12 beautiful weeks, you will join like-minded people, and we will work together to learn proven, powerful techniques so that you can harness this incredible energy in your life forever. You can use it personally, you can use it professionally, or you can use it for both. For more information, visit energyintuitive.com.
Self-help, healing, spirituality, and more on Alternative Talk, 1150.
Welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're live here in Seattle. Well, really, we're in Bellevue, which is like 20 minutes away from Seattle if there's not very much traffic, which, we used to be a city that really wasn't a city, and now we're like a real official city, where we have tons of homeless people downtown. They chase you. No offense to them, of course. They're doing the best they can. And we don't, around the country, one of the things that I think is problematic, we don't have facilities for mental health illness.
We don't.
And we really
need
need
to
to have
that.
those back. We
got to get on that.
used to have them like 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have to go to jail. Well, that doesn't work, right? To have people with mental health.
Which is, I guess, a facility, but it's not
Yeah.
the one we're looking for.
Right, because they don't always medicate them
Correct.
either if they need, psychiatric work. It's
Right.
It's really, yeah. So anyway, we are now an official city because
good.
we have traffic and homeless people, and you have to pay a lot of money for parking when you go downtown. You can't just parallel park. Now you have to go in a garage usually.
It's a wild, wild west down there.
Yeah, it's really interesting, but
Not really. It's not really.
Okay, so we're taking callers.
We are 877-825-8828. And I apologize in advance, Shelly from Bellevue. I accidentally hung up on her.
Ooh.
But good thing she is viewing us online on YouTube.
So she asked her question?
She did, and I've got it popped up. Even you can look at it on the screen behind me. Man, we got our well-oiled machine. I've adjusted the light. Thanks, Jen.
Oh, I love that I can actually see
Can you read it directly, or do you want me to read it back to you?
Yeah,
I'll read it
it.
back to you because, of course, there's people listening. That would make sense, Benny. Yes, you work in radio. Thank you, by the way, from Shelly. My mother passed away 4 months ago. I'm interested in knowing how she is. I'm knee-deep in handling her life.
I know. I'm
quite a bit of conquering
sorry.
new territory. Thank you so much, Shelly, for the question.
I'm so first of all, I'm sorry that your mother passed. She's not sorry. She's having a blast on the other side. I think she was at some point in her life relatively social. And so she's having so much fun over there because she feels good. She's interacting with all kinds of dead people and spirit guides. And she's kind of bossy over there, by the way. But yeah, your mom was very stubborn, a really stubborn person. So yeah, she didn't get her act together. Like I have a will and I'm 60. I've had a will for a decade, just in case.
Smart, by the way.
Right. What if something happens, right? I mean, my kids are going to have to fight over everything because I just said, whatever,
We don't want bloodshed.
Right. It's like, let's divide it 3 ways. Luckily, they all love each other.
They do. You have an amazing family.
Yeah,
so
thank you. I feel very blessed about that. But yeah, your mom didn't, didn't declutter, didn't do anything. So yikes, that's a lot of work. But she thanks you so much for everything that you're doing. Your mom's so funny because I don't see her going, honey, I'm sorry. She's just going, oh, good, you're working for me. Thank you so much for doing all that. Like she's grateful, but I don't see her like apologetic, She's like, well, yeah, that's what my daughter's supposed to do. Okay. Right?
That's perfect.
Yeah, but so she's doing great on the other side. She crossed quickly. She left her body very, very, very quickly, just zoomed over there, having a party, enjoying herself, loves it. So she's great. And I hope all the living relatives are okay with her passing as well. Yeah.
All right. There you go, Shelly from Bellevue.
Yeah.
And let's move to our phones. We have Alicia now joining us from Coatesville, Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
Alicia?
Hi there.
Hi, Alicia. How are you?
Good. I'm coming in because I was outside walking around in the grass.
Oh, good. Getting grounded.
I'm trying. I saw you on the Kelly White show.
Oh, yeah, I love Kelly.
And my younger sister and I both were watching. We just fell in love with you. So we've been following you ever since.
Thank you.
I guess my question is, because I know you've got a lot of people.
That's okay. We're taking care of you right now. It's fine.
I probably, if I asked you to read my chakras,
I am.
My root chakra is probably leaking like a sieve.
It's not. And probably all that walking that you're doing outside on the grass. But you don't have a leak in your first, and it's actually a beautiful size. It's like perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I've been working so hard.
Good job. Good job.
I lost our son suddenly passed away.
I'm so sorry.
3rd. So
on which day?
Passed away in December 30th. So it's been a little rough, but
you do have a leak in the heart chakra. And so when people have a loss, it can be the root or it can be the 4th. And I think especially or it could be both, but you're doing a great job working on your root chakra. I think especially when you lose a child, that the heart chakra is going to leak the most. And I'm so, 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 so sorry. And he's also sorry, so the way I'm hearing it, and I mean no disrespect in whatever I'm about to say, but he kind of tells me like it wasn't all his fault, his passing, by the way. Like he doesn't, or any of his fault really, but he takes some responsibility. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
And so he's so sorry that he's put you and the rest of the family through this horrific emotional grief that feels like there's no end, in sight. He's very apologetic about it. And he goes, if I had been less self-absorbed, these are his words, and more conscious of other people around me, I would have made different choices that would have elongated my life. I would have lived longer. That's what he says. But I'm also here to say as a medium, and I'm not done talking to him, by the way. He's smiling. He's standing right next to you. He's kissing you all over your face. He's actually, I know. How could you not? He's adorable. adorable. Just adorable. Just maybe a little, he kind of reminds me of like a flower child. He should have been born in the 50s, not the 21st century. He would have fared better, He needed a softer kind of world, I think, a little softer kind of world.
Yeah.
But
he had it rough.
He did have it rough. But he also kind of made it rough too, by his choices. You know what I mean? But as a medium, I just want you to know that death is something that's going to happen to all of us. The earth has not grown consciously enough to avoid the way we die, that we don't just walk out of our bodies, which we will in the future, probably not in my lifetime. Some beings already do. Some humans are so conscious and aware they just walk out of their bodies. But that even if we try to prevent a death, when it's our time to go, our soul's ready. So I just want you to know his soul was ready to go, which is not very comforting, I'm sure. But I just want you to know that when we leave our bodies, because souls are so powerful and so strong, they're making those decisions. And even if we try to prevent it, it's going to happen anyway. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And so
I had a feeling he was, I never felt that there was anything spiritually wrong with him.
No.
I always felt that he was okay. And the same with my dad.
Wow.
But it was...
well, your dad wanted to be with your son. That's why he went. It's true.
I had a feeling.
It's absolutely true. And sometimes this happens, when, grandparents, it can be a parent too, but I mostly see it with grandparents. And when one of their grandchildren is going to cross, they either cross right before or immediately after. They do it very close because, when a young person dies, they don't have a lot of dead relatives on the other side. And so sometimes the grandparents decide to leave their bodies so that they can go be with their grandchildren. That's what your father did. He did it for you.
And my younger sister actually said that to me after when she came up from Virginia.
Wow.
To Jamie's celebration. And she said, I think Dad died quickly because he knew that Jamie was on his way.
Jamie was fine. Like, I think he does better on the other side than in the human world. It's something he's working on is to be okay in the physical realm. But your father, he did it for you. He didn't want you to think for even a moment that your child would be alone on the other side. That's what he did. And then, of course, he was ready to go too. It was also his time, right? Like his soul.
Yeah. That's my dad. That's how my dad was. He was, and my son was very close to him and just devastated. But I believe we were brought up in Virginia Beach with the ARE.
Oh, yeah, I love that. The Edgar Cayce Foundation. Hopefully someday they'll let me speak in their Virginia
that'd be fun.
Place. I have taught for them here locally in Seattle or in the Washington area. Yeah, I can see your dad and your son. They're holding hands, and they want me to tell you that they're with you every day and the rest of the family, and they love all of you so, so, so much, and that they're perfectly fine, and they're having a wonderful time over there.
Thank you.
You're
just
welcome.
Made my day.
Good. Well, you made mine too. I love talking to dead people. It makes me very happy.
Well, you can talk to mine anytime.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you very much.
You're welcome.
You have a beautiful day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thanks, Alicia, for joining us from Coatesville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Area out there.
Very interesting.
877-825-8828 is the number for the Marie Manuchehri Show. For more information about her show and the events that she does, you can hit up energyintuitive.com as well. Let's take Lisa from Eugene, Oregon.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
Hi. Hi, Marie. Hi, Benny.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing really well.
Yeah, you're doing.
Don't be. It's just us.
Is this your? Yeah. I heard someone say recently they feel like that when they listen to our show that we're in their living room with them, and we're
it's a lot of living rooms.
Yeah. And that we're all having a nice cup of tea together.
A lot of tea.
Although I think Benny would rather have a beer. Maybe?
No, because hang on. I mean, yes, but if I could,
we were talking about alcohol before we went live.
Yeah, but if it didn't stay with me right after each that, then I'd be okay with that.
I would have champagne or Prosecco.
Oh, so then we're both in.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Lisa, is this your first time calling in?
No, I've called you a ton of times.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cute. We love that. And was it helpful all these times that you've called?
Always, yes.
Great.
My husband calls in too.
Oh,
yes,
great.
We love talking to
Way to go, hubby.
Wonderful. Yes. So what can we do for you today?
I just wanted to tell you, I'm taking your shift.
Thank you.
Class also, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
I mean,
really
it's such a great deal. 7 weeks.
Yes.
So we get an hour of lecture. I'll be talking for an hour, then a half an hour of Q&A, and then I'm going to put everyone in a pull-out group where they'll go into groups of 2 or 3, depending on the numbers, with an exercise. Which then I will leave the class while everyone does their exercise, and then we'll talk about it when we come back the following week. It's going to be so fun.
Wow. I look forward to it. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Okay. So what can I do for you?
Okay. So my guides are telling me through my dreams that I'm clairaudience, but I'm seeing like wax in my ears. So I'm not hearing it. And so what can you tell me?
Well, I actually don't disagree with them. And I think guides are really accurate. And the fact that you don't believe them is actually a good sign of intuition. Intuition is so surprising. Now, the beauty about clairaudience is that individual, and I'm clairaudient too, I'm very clairvoyant. That's my strongest gift. But anyone who's clairaudient has all the clairs naturally, because clairaudience is the hardest skill set because you have to quiet your mind. Literally, you have to quiet your mind, and you're not that great at it. I mean, you're good, but you're not great at it. So what is your process for quieting your mind?
Well, I meditate 15 minutes a day, and I try to get, some days I'm able to get out early by myself and walk for 20 to 30 minutes.
Okay.
That really helps.
So here's your homework. You need to quiet your mind all flippin' day long. Flippin' day long, so you have to
Thank you.
Yeah, because he likes the word I use.
That's all you need to say. We're good there.
Yeah, because I do like to swear sometimes. Usually not at work, but it happens sometimes, right? So
one slips out.
So all day long, you need to get out of your head. This is actually what all of humanity needs to do. This is what we're working on as a race of creatures, as we're learning to expand our consciousness. And you can't do it while you're analyzing and processing unnecessary, unhealthy garbage, which is what most people are doing all the time. They're spending so much time thinking that whatever their brain is telling them is authentic, and it's not. It's not. Just like I love that they told you you're clairaudient. So every single day, throughout the day, I want you to get out of your head, because you want to be open to insight all day long, not just after a meditation or during a walk with the dog. Sure, those are lovely, but all day long, forever, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's your homework.
Okay.
So feel your feet, wiggle your toes, and we'll go over all of this in the class too.
Okay.
Okay. Have a beautiful day.
Nice talking to you.
All right, you too.
Yeah, thanks for joining the show from Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah, it's gorgeous there, by the way.
It's our sister city to the south.
Oh, it's lovely. So yeah.
877-825-8828 is the number. We have actually another break. I know. First segment ran a little long, but that's all right.
Okay.
Let's pose a quick question before the break from a viewer online. It's from Nancy Elizabeth. So thanks for writing in. We'll say it for the break, and we'll have her answer when we come back. So what do you recommend for a recovering job burnout? She says, working mom who between all demands burned out since 2017.
Quit.
Still fully not recovered. Or not fully recovered, I should say. So we'll have an answer on that when we come back from Marie.
All right.
Be right back.
Hello, this is Marie Manuchehri, and I'm bringing back energy healing coaching this winter, every Wednesday, beginning January 12th through March 30th, between 5 and 6:15 p.m., 26 lovely, aware, conscious individuals will come together online to learn how to read their own and other people's energy. If you've ever wanted to have a practice in the energy medicine world, you definitely want to join this program. You will learn that the energetic particles that create your anatomy and physiology can be felt, seen, and heard through one's unlimited multisensory awareness. Please join me so that you can expand your consciousness and learn how to heal yourself and also facilitate others in the healing process. For more information, please visit energyintuitive.com.
Do you make a positive difference in the world? Do you have a talent, philosophy, base of knowledge, product or service that you know could help a lot of people if only you could reach them? Join Alternative Talk 1150's family of broadcasters and start walking down a fruitful path. As host of your very own program, dial 425-653-1150 and find out just how affordable it can be to have a show on 1150 AM. That's 425-653-1150. Alternative Talk. We have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Hello, this is Marie. I am thrilled and delighted to announce that I will be teaching a 7-week course with the Shift Network. This course is called Expand Your Consciousness and Ignite Multisensory Well-Being with Medical Intuition. I am so delighted to be supported by such an amazing network to make sure that all of the students receive exactly what they need in all the various ways that will help them to evolve and to expand into this medical awareness consciousness. It will help your senses and your medical intuitive skills with a guided journey through the layers of your auric field. How much fun will that be? That will unlock the incredible power of your emotions to spark accelerated manifestations and healing, and immediately change the momentum of your life. How is your frequency anyway? How you answer this question will not only determine how quickly you can manifest your intentions, but how fast and effectively you're able to heal and help others heal too. This and many more questions will be answered during this 7-week, wonderful, incredible course on the Shift Network. If you want to sign up for this class, please go to energyintuitive.com and click the industry event page and sign up. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to work with all of you. And I'm delighted and so excited for you to access your authentic emotional response system and receive higher heart insights that repattern your energy and reshape your life. See you soon.
Get your daily dose of variety. Alternative Talk 1150.
Love that song. So good. Who sings it?
Next to Me by, I can never do her name appropriately. It's Emily Sande. Is that right? I don't know. I'll get Jen's to help me out with it. She doesn't know either.
Oh,
She's
can't
not listening.
hear.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's on a mix CD.
It's really good. And I loved it because, that really was about that young man and his grandpa standing next to the family, and especially mommy, and kissing her and all of that good stuff. Okay, so Nancy wrote in from YouTube, right? And she said she's burnt out, even though she quit in 2017.
Correct. We got an answer for that. So
she's not working.
Yes.
So Nancy, you probably need to go see your naturopath. You need to probably start taking some herbs and vitamins. Maybe start affecting those adrenal glands. When adrenal glands get wiped out, it can take a while, months to years, to really build them back up. And you have to take herbs and supplements. If you're not doing that, I would definitely go do that. But I'm not worried about you. You look fine to me. Other than you probably need to have more fun in your life that's not about family. I think women or men, because I know, Benny, you're devoted to your family.
Thank you.
You are. It's lovely. We do everything for our family, and then we're exhausted and burnt out and tired.
We don't take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
We forget.
We do. Yeah. I'm going to be having family living with me for about 7 weeks while my youngest and my son-in-law Kevin and the grandbaby Lucy are going to be living with me while they get their house remodeled.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun, right? And then for a week, Misha and Seth and Florence are coming home for Thanksgiving. So I think I'll be sleeping in the spare room. I'm going to give them my room.
That's very nice of you.
And I think I'll be showering downstairs. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting holiday season.
A guest in your own home.
Yeah, I'm going to be a guest in my own house. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah, it's going to be busy.
Oh, boy. 877-825-8828. And just want to say thank you to everyone who's listening and viewing in. I know we're working out with some, white images on our video camera. It seems to be autofocusing. So we apologize. You're getting a little bit of a washed out Marie, which isn't her. She's just beaming with energy. We'll just go with that one.
Okay.
So let's take now Sandy, who's calling in from the Michigan area. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Sandy. How are you?
Well, I'm okay. Of course I have some things going on, but I'm all right. At the core, I'm all right.
So what can I do for you?
I want to tell you, I'm also signed up for your class.
Yay!
And I hope I'll be ready to, do the work to be in a class, because I have been grieving the loss of my beautiful son.
I'm so sorry. How long has he been gone?
No, it's just over 2.5 years, and I've just been getting the life force flowing back through me by working with a constitutional homeopath.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You don't have a leak in your body. I mean, a tiny one in the second, which everyone seems to be having, or a lot of people. But your root is receiving. Your fourth chakra is. Was his death something that was somewhat expected, or it was a possibility?
It was a possibility.
Yeah.
It was a shock, though.
Yeah, of course. I think it is no matter what. Like, even when people have, like pets and they know they only live a certain time period, they're still shocked, right? Of course, this is even more significant when you have a child that you love and adore and cherish. But that's how I felt, that this was something that you kind of knew was potentially happening at some point. I mean, it was a possibility. So, and
I knew it and I fought it. So I was like in denial about knowing it.
Well, of course. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. And of course you would fight it. Of course you would. But I think it actually helped prepare your neurological system. So that's why you don't have the leakage that I would maybe normally see, because 2 years isn't very long either. That's a really short period of time.
Yes, it is.
It's a very short, and grief is very subjective. It's very different and unique for every person. So I'm very proud of you that you're working with your homeopathic person and getting your life force. It looks lovely, by the way. And you're also very psychic. So being psychic is cool, by the way, and popular these days. And it also means when you have departed loved ones on the other side, you can experience them, whether you see, hear them, or feel them, but you have to get happy. So you don't have to get happy about the loss of your son. You don't have to, you don't have to have that type of happiness, but you have to get happy about something, so that you can then raise your frequency and get it to run at a higher level. And your son is jumping up and down and clapping his hands right now. Was he kind of shy?
He was a mix. He was shy in some ways, but he loved people and was very social too.
Because he didn't show himself to me right away. I could feel and sense a figure in the shadows off. And so and then he came forward, and when I saw him jumping up and down and clapping his hands, and so that's why I asked the question if he was shy. Sometimes people are just really polite, and they wait until I take a pause. Dead people are really polite sometimes, and they wait, until they feel like, okay, now I can jump in, now I can show myself. So I don't know the reason why he did. Those are just the common reasons when I have that kind of experience. But he can't wait, and until you can feel him holding your hand. So you can see him when you're brushing your teeth in the morning or something like that. He can't wait, because what's supposed to happen, Sandy, on Earth, this is what's meant to happen, is that we're all supposed to grow our psychic ability, our intuition. We're all multisensory. Some people more than others, just like we could all play the piano. Some people are great at playing the piano. Some people can just play the chopsticks, right? Like there's all these varying degrees of, ability. But even someone who just plays the chopstick, if they practice, they could get better, right? But you have your third eye has so many beautiful, gorgeous lines in your third eye, like really stunning, that you're really, really psychic. But to use your psychic energy, because people who are dead and psychic energy, intuitive energy, is at a high frequency. So you can't be sad and at a low frequency when you're trying to communicate to your son. It just won't work.
Right.
So you have to work on raising your frequency, which, I teach all the time. So.
Yeah. And I know he's with me, and I know that the reason I can't tune in more is exactly what you're saying. Yeah. And I also know I have to grieve. So it's
right. But you can have moments, right? Like you don't have to grieve all the time, which you're not. You're getting better, and the homeopathic remedies are helping. But maybe you just once a day or once a week, you let yourself get happy about something that you can authentically get happy about, and really let the energy expand. Like hold on to that happiness a little bit longer, so that we can train your energy system to calibrate that into your cellular memory, so that it becomes a touchstone and you can get there whenever you want to. Does that make sense?
Yeah. This is awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I had to train my energy, to be at a high frequency, and I have to know how to get there no matter what's going on in my life too, especially when I work, right? So that I can be a good psychic and a good medium communicator. But anyone can do that. Anyone can train their energy. That's what we're all meant to do, is to train our minds or manage them and train our energy. Okay? He loves you very, very much.
Can I also ask you a health question?
Well, can I just say one more thing? Do you have a birthday coming up or something, or some special anniversary? Because he's handing you a card, like a greeting card. Is there something coming up? Or did you just have something?
Nothing's coming to mind for that. My mom's birthday is coming up.
I think that's what it's for, is him acknowledging your mother. And, I'm assuming, I don't know, but it's a card. Usually when I see a birthday for someone, it's like a cake, but he literally has a greeting card and he's handing it to you. It's really lovely. Okay, quick.
Just quick, which?
She wants to ask a second
Go
question.
for it. Just super fast. Yes, please.
Okay, what is going on in the area of my diaphragm, upper stomach, digestion? What's going on there?
Do you take things for your hormones, like herbs, things like that?
Not for my hormones.
I would recommend that highly. My naturopath doesn't agree with what I'm about to say. Well, we'll have a more extended conversation about it in the future. But I think that hormones are actually anti-inflammatory. She thinks they're kind of inflammatory in nature, and both could be true. But a lot of times when our hormones drop, we get GI distress. It's very common. So I'd love for you to take some herbs for your adrenal glands with some maca root, which would help reproductive hormones, so we can get your intestinal tract to calm down. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Thanks, Sandy, for joining us from the Michigan area. And let's take one more online question and one more caller, and that should do it for the day.
Oh, my gosh.
It comes from ILVS. I'll just go with Ives. However, I think my question got buried in with us. Yes, it did. So we're going to get to that right now. So she, or they, I should say, had some swelling in their legs. Blood tests come back regular. Any thoughts or suggestions? Thank you.
Well, first of all, actually, I don't really have a lot of suggestions, which is interesting. The root chakra is taking a ton of energy. I don't think this is about your legs. I think this is about your lymphatic system. And one of the things that you can do to detox the lymph nodes is to drink cucumber juice. If you use organic cucumbers, you can keep the skin on. But if you don't, you need to peel it. So I would start drinking cucumber juice for, the next month regularly, and see if we can get some of that swelling to go. And fall in love with yourself, because the lymphatic system is tied to self-worth and self-love. But it doesn't feel vascular. It feels lymphatic.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool. And it was Elvis they wrote back in the sheet. So
great.
thank you, Elvis. Appreciate it.
Okay.
One more caller, I think, before the end of the hour. We have
I'll
time.
I'll try my best to do as many as I can.
We got Katie from Kansas. Hi, Katie.
Hi. Thank you so much for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
Of course, Katie. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm calling because I have two different things going on. I have some tendonitis in both elbows. I've been doing just lots of yard work and things that I think I just kind of wore them out. But I've been taking time off, and they're just not getting better.
So you know what I do when I have aches and pains in my body? I use what if questions. What if my elbows feel amazing? And that's all you have to do. Just say that every hour for a couple minutes, so that whatever needs to reprogram it can in your body, or you'll get some really cool solution. But I did draw out your energy, and you do have a leak at the back of your heart chakra. You're not great at receiving. So I would definitely work on this. The elbow is one of those parts of the body where it shares two chakras. I mean, from a traditional perspective, it's probably more related to, it's kind of divided between the heart and the throat. So like from the fingertips to the elbow is the heart chakra, and then from the elbow to the shoulders is the throat chakra. But it's kind of both, you know what I mean? And everyone's slightly different. You need to work on receiving. And I think it's just catching up on you. You haven't been good at receiving for a long time, most of your life, and you know it even, and you're not, doing as much work as you could regarding that. So I would even make a what if question. What if I easily receive all that I truly deserve?
Great. accurate, and I will focus on that.
Yay! But nothing looks problematic, from any. Don't be worried about it, please. That's not going to help your health. Okay.
Okay, good. I didn't know if I should take action,
not yet. And I don't think ever. I don't think you'll have to, but no.
Great.
Okay.
Great. Well, and my sleep has been really disrupted the last few months, so I didn't know if I had a big leak in my root chakra.
No leak.
Or
the only
hormones, or what it
probably
could be.
some hormones. Hormones are just powerful, right? The only place you have a leak is the back of your fourth. All the other parts of your chakra system is functioning really well. But maybe try some of those Bach flower essences, sleep remedies, rescue.
Right.
Yeah, those are great. Try some natural things. Take them in the middle of the night when you wake up. October is also a weird month for sleep for a lot of people. Things should kind of even out in the early part of November.
Oh, great.
Okay, thank you. Have a gorgeous day.
Yeah, thanks very much for calling in. That should do it for today, Marie.
Yay, we did it. We got through it all. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the show. Go to my website, energyintuitive.com. I teach smaller coaching courses on very interesting topics. And then, of course, you can go to my events page, my industry events page, and sign up for the lovely 7-week course that I'm teaching on the Shift Network. Please fall in love with yourself every single day. Just love, love, love yourself. You're amazing. You're incredible. We'll see you next week.